YouTube, what's the word? Mindspill back in this bitch, bro. And in today's video, I just wanted to talk about, bro, different topics, man, that I always talk about. But firstly, I just wanted to talk about the mind, bro. And like, you know, on a daily basis, we get a constant flow of energy coming through us. You know, it just shows up every day. And the mind is responsible for harmonizing that energy and turning it into different vibrations that we can use to carry out certain tasks on a daily basis. And that's where we get a sense of willpower from. You know, growing up, we were always taught how to do everything, how to walk, how to talk, how to think as well. So it just depends on you at this point to unlearn certain mindsets, unlearn certain habits, and choose to relearn new things that align with you. The body is just like a channel that energy flows through, and the mind is responsible for transforming that energy into something we can use to achieve different tasks. You know, when you feel down, sometimes you can't explain it, you just want to stay in bed. And that expression, feeling down, just refers to your vibration being low. But the moment you pick yourself up and go do what you have to do, you've instantly changed the vibration of how you're feeling. That's why you're able to move. So everything you always wanted is up there. You just have to shift to that frequency. You know, even when you listen to radio, you have to tune into the frequency that carries the sound of what you want to listen to. Sound is also vibration as well. So it's kind of like tuning in to that specific frequency to access that sound or that channel you're trying to listen to. If it applies to radios, there are different channels with different numbers that you can use to tune into a specific frequency. There are certain codes like that as well, certain live codes like that as well, that can help humans tune into specific frequencies as well. You know, I remember one time I think it was last year, bro, I was just scrolling on TikTok, right, and I seen a video of this man talking about, you want to write these codes down. At first, I didn't know what it was talking about. I was like, okay. Like, he mentioned a bunch of codes, and he's like, that's the code to quantum jump. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? Because I didn't understand what he was talking about. Then all of a sudden, this past couple of days, bro, it just hit me. It just hit me out the blue. Like, damn, there's a reason why he said write these codes down. And then I checked it out, like codes for this thing I seen online. Then it just exposed me to a whole nother rabbit hole, man. You know, apparently there are different life codes we could use to shift our vibrations to a specific frequency to attract whatever we want to attract. And just understanding that and doing more research, where I got to find out that these things are called Grabber numbers. They have different numbers that carry specific vibrations. You know, when we speak, everything we say is vibration. So when you speak these specific numbers, they're like codes that tune you into a specific frequency to attract everything you want to attract. All you have to do is rise up to meet everything you're trying to attract. So you just have to rise to the occasion, basically. So just doing my deep dive and research into these numbers, I got to find out that they appear in specific intervals, and each number represents a different meaning for different frequencies. So the moment you can use these numbers with your intentions, that's how they work in terms of like visualizing your goals. When you're visualizing, you have to say those numbers as mantras, so you can actually raise your vibration to that frequency to attract everything you're visualizing. But that's the thing, you have to put in the work every day, bro. You can't say, oh, you just want to attract these things without putting in the work. That shit ain't gonna work, bro. That shit ain't gonna work. You just have to be on your grind on a daily basis, bro. Never miss a day. And just take about a couple minutes a day, like 20 minutes a day, like several times. Just visualize everything you want to achieve, bro. Visualize the life you want to live. Visualize the cars you want to drive. Visualize the type of home you want to live in, while repeating the numbers as mantras. Trust me, it'll help with accessing those frequencies. But that's the thing, you have to believe these things are gonna work, bro. If you don't think they're gonna work, definitely your words don't meet that vibration you're trying to attract. So you have to be conscious. You have to speak every number with with intention and feel the vibration that comes from speaking every numbers. The one I've been trying out, I got to find out the one for abundance, and I tried doing this. Is 520741 So me just repeating that whenever I'm visualizing, me getting creative ideas, I feel that's part of abundance as well. Just being able to just think and come across these things. And like I always say, I've been getting validation or confirmation from the world so far. It's just me. I'm just catching up to it right now. That's why everything seems like one piece in different parts of the past together, just because now these things are coming up now that I'm supposed to learn them. So just understanding these things have always been around me. I just had to realize it and just change my perspective and see things from a different lens. That's why I'm able to understand it now and practice it, and just been getting a lot of ideas and different motivation and things like that, bro. I know these things actually work, bro. So that's one thing that I believe. I believe that whatever I'm doing, I put in my heart, I put in all my dedication every day, because I'm taking inspired steps daily, bro. I wake up every day and make sure I put in the work every fucking day, and just know that I'm balancing all that with my visualizations as well, and just knowing that I have the power to create the reality I want. And I'm just steadfast with it and believe everything is gonna work out, bro. Just believe, bro. It's just knowledge that just comes to me, bro. I don't necessarily go find them. That's why I'm trying to practice them as well and see what I can accomplish. Man, the video cut off, but pretty much that's it, bro. Just visualize, just think about the life you want to live, bro, and just put in the work every day, and just know that everything is gonna work out, bro. You just gotta believe, bro. Just be open to knowledge, bro. Just be open to different ways you can grow. That's the whole purpose. Evolution leads to creation. So you just gotta be consistent with that, and just know that every day you're learning and becoming a better version of yourself. And that's how I live, bro. Every day I want to be a better version of myself. So yeah, fuck with me.